Hi everyone, it's a girl Churches Teaches and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I will share with you guys how to make a very detailed puffer cross body handbag. So guys, if this sounds like something you want to know how to make, let's get straight into the video. I'm working with this beautiful light leather material. Then I went on cutting out a four corner shape. That is how wide or small you want the bag to look like. As you can see, I cut it out for both the front and the back. And the width I'm working with is 19 inches and the length is 15.5 inches. You first of all cut out a four corner like this. If you want your own smaller, you can cut out a four corner that is small. For the side of the bag, I went on cutting out a random length that I know that it's going to be enough, which is 20.5 inches and the width is 5 inches. Then I'm working with this fiber, but if you don't have fiber, you can also work with foam. You get? Then I went on cutting it out on my material just like this, everything on fiber. Then I'm going to get one part of the bag and I'll go on and pin it round. Then I'll be marking 2 inches step by step. So for it to be fast, I'll be marking 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, so that it will be fast enough for us, you get. And after I was done, I'm going to be using my ruler to make a straight line just like this. Then I'll face the back also this way and do the same thing. Then after I was done, I'll be working with elastic thread under the machine, just like if you are making a smoky top. I'll be leaving the tutorial on how to make a smoky top so that it will be easier for you. So I'm going to go on and do this thing to every part of this bag. So this is me struggling to achieve this thing because it was not moving well, but I was working with oil and it was moving smoothly. Once I was done with all the struggling, this is how I finally came out to it, as you can see. Then right now I'll be cutting out the excess fiber. After I was done, this is how it's looking like. Then I got one part and I'll use my chalk. Just watch how I'll be creating that curve of the bag. So this place, it determines how wide or how small you want the bag to look like. You understand? So I want the bag to look a little big, you get. Then I'm going to be creating the curve in a big way. So if you want your own small, you can just make a small curve. You follow that marked part and trim it out. Once I was done, I'll use the same shape and cut out for the second part. Then I got the side of the bag. You guys remember that I predicted the length of this side. So right now I'm going to get that side and take the length that is, this is the actual length, and I'll be cutting out the excess. So it's better for you to have excess than not being enough. You get? Then I'll come down about 7 inches. Then I'm going to mark about 7 inches on the side and I'll be trimming, like I'll be making a trim so that this up part and the down part of the bag won't be equal. I also cut out the lining for each of them. Then I'm going to get my zipper, and I don't want my zipper to start at this edge, like this edge. So I'm going to come down by 3 inches on both sides. Then from the 3 inches, I'll measure out the actual length of where I want the zip to start and where I want the zip to end. Then I cut out a pieces just like this, and it's about 5 inches so that it will remain, and I'll cut it out, you get. Then I'm going to line it up just like this and stitch it up, because I'll be using it to cover up the remaining zipper parts. Then once I was done, I'm going to get my zipper and I'll be placing it good face to good face, and I'll use my lining to cover up this rough edge and go on and stitch it and march on it. Once I was done with the stitching, this is how it's looking neat. Then I'll be placing it just like this and go on and stitch each round, and also place the other side and go on and stitch both of them round. This is it after I was done with the zip joining on both parts. Then I got the lining and I'll be facing the lining good face to the zipper, and I'll go on and stitch it round on both parts and also match on top of the zipper. So after I was done with the matching, the stitching of the lining, this is how it's looking like. Then I got the side and I also lined it up. I'll be joining the side to the body of the bag. Then I got the long handle and this small stripe. I'll be attaching my four corner ring to. I also went on attaching a gum stain to it so that it will be strong. Then I'll be folding it like this and I'll be stitching it round. Then I'll be passing my four corner ring just like this. I'll get the bag. You know that this place is open. I'll pass it through and stitch it. Once I was done with the stitching, this is how it's looking like. Then I'll be cutting out this excess. Then I'll be using this lining about 2 inches width to cover up the rough edge of the bag. Then I'm going to go on now and cover it up all round. So this is how the bag is looking, so neat. You get, the inside is very fine. So you turn to the front part. Once I was done turning it, this is how the bag is looking like. Then you get the length of your choice, and I'm working with about, let me see, 7 inches length. Then I'm going to fold it like this and I'll stitch it on both parts. So guys, this is the final look of our bag, and thank you all for watching.